So in our last lesson, we looked at how to float an image so that the text wraps around the image, and you can float an image to either side. Here we have our example from that lesson where the text is flowing around the image. We're just going to shrink this down here and bring this up a little bit so that we can show you how to break the text around the image if you need to do that. So here's our paragraph, and we see our image here with the align equals left that makes the image float to the left, and the text is flowing around it. Let's say that you wanted to break this text, say after this period here, and you wanted that Jez is a Gibson L6S to start on the line after the image and not just right here. We know that the BR tag will break the text. Go ahead and insert a BR tag right here, BR. And you'll notice that we have the little shorthand notation there for the fact that BR is not a container and it doesn't have a separate end tag. So we have this little shorthand notation that allows that to work in XHTML. And we'll go ahead and save this and reload the browser. And there we have it. The Jez moved from here after the sentence on the same line. It moved down to the next line, which is exactly what we expected to have happen, but it's not what we want. We want this to start down here under the image. So what we need an attribute in the BR tag. So that attribute is called clear. So we'll go ahead and put in here clear equals left. This will break around any floating object on the left-hand side and make the line start after the floating object. So we'll go ahead there and we'll save and we'll reload. And there we have it. Now the paragraph continues under the image, after the end of the floating object there, in that case the image. So if I change this to right, of course, we won't expect this to work because that's going to make it clear any object floating on the right-hand side. And so there we have, just like it was before, it breaks, but it doesn't clear because we're asking it to clear on the right and the image is floating on the left. Or I can say all here, and it will clear any floating object no matter which side it is floating on. So we'll save that and reload, and we see that that works. So that's how the clear attribute works in the BR tag. You can say clear equals left to clear floating objects on the left-hand side. You can say clear equals right to clear floating objects on the right-hand side. Or you can say clear equals all to clear all floating objects no matter which side they're on.